Our sixth and final destination in discovering the African nation islands is the captivating archipelago of Cape Verde off the coast of West Africa. The country, comprising a group of 10 islands and 5 islets, it lies 385 miles, 620 kilometers off the west coast of Africa. Praia, on Santiago Island, is the capital city. The Cape Verde Islands form part of the Macaronesia ecoregion, along with the Azores, the Canary Islands, Madeira, and the Savage Isles. The Cape Verde archipelago was uninhabited until the 15th century, when Portuguese explorers discovered and colonized the islands, thus establishing the first European settlement in the tropics. Because the Cape Verde Islands were conveniently located to play a role in the Atlantic slave trade, it became economically prosperous during the 16th and 17th centuries as a center of commerce, attracting merchants, privateers, and pirates. It declined economically in the 19th century after the suppression of the Atlantic slave trade, and many of its inhabitants emigrated during that period. However, Cape Verde gradually recovered economically by becoming an important commercial center and useful stopover point along major shipping routes. When the Portuguese came to Africa, they grouped and colonized Guinea-Bissau and Cape Verde as one country. Both Guinea-Bissau and Cape Verde fought for their independence. Cape Verde became independent in 1975. The climate is temperate with a warm, dry summer. Precipitation is meager and falls between June and February, peaking in September. Some islands see almost no rain. These are Sal, Boa Vista, and Maio. The islands with most rainfall are Santiago, Fogo, and Santo Antão. The islands are hilly and mountainous and encircled by rugged cliffs and reefs. During the 20th century, severe droughts caused the deaths of more than 200,000 people and prompted heavy emigration. A sizable Cape Verdean diaspora community exists across the world, especially in the United States and Portugal, considerably outnumbering the inhabitants on the islands. Its population of around 596,000 as of 2022 is of mostly African and a minor European heritage, and are predominantly Roman Catholic, reflecting the legacy of Portuguese rule. Spoken languages are Portuguese, Cape Verdean Creole. Life expectancy is 69 years, men 77 years, women. Since the early 1990s, Cape Verde has been a stable representative democracy and has remained one of the most developed and democratic countries in Africa. With its diverse landscapes from volcanic peaks to sandy beaches, Cape Verde offers a wealth of outdoor adventures and cultural experiences. Called the Europe of Africa, Cape Verde has a European flair with modern infrastructures and is very developed. Tourism has been predominantly from Europeans, but in recent years there is a new trend of Africans visiting the islands. Lacking natural resources, its developing economy is mostly service-oriented, with a growing focus on tourism and foreign investment. Cape Verde is a member state of the African Union. As of the 2021 census, the most populated island was Santiago, where the capital Praia is located. Santiago is the archipelago's largest island, its cradle and its economic heart. The country is welcoming all year round, but be mindful of the rainy season between July and October. Listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, it was a crucial port of call for the African slave trade in the 16th. You can visit the ruins of its old cathedral, its royal fortress, and the pillory in the city's main square. Around a dozen kilometers to the east lies Praia, the capital of Cape Verde. In the historical Plateau district and under the covered market of Sucupira, African, Portuguese, Mediterranean and Latin American influences all converge. To the east of Santiago, Pico do Fogo, the country's only active volcano, towers above the archipelago from its lofty 2,800-meter peak. This is the region that also produces wine and coffee. Nonetheless, there is a limited production from agriculture, as only 1/10 of the land is suitable. Consequently, 90% of food is imported. Scaling Pico de Fogo and exploring its caldera are, of course, must-do activities that promise breathtaking landscapes and panoramas. Sal, the salty island, has pristine beaches, turquoise water, and coral reefs. Main activities here are diving, surfing, and windsurfing. The island of Sal will appeal to both holidaymakers who want to relax and those looking for some water sports fun. The white sandy Santa Maria beach at the island's southern tip is especially popular. The Pedra de Lume salt ponds are now one of Cape Verde's protected natural sites. Its Ponta Preta waves are renowned among experienced surfers and kitesurfers alike. Here in the island of Sal, and also on the island of Boa Vista and Mayo, you can find the largest concentration of loggerhead turtles. Most nest between July and October, and August is the main month for observations. Cape Verde is the third leading nesting place for loggerhead turtles after Florida first and Brazil is second. Visit the smallest island of Brava. The wild island has cooler temperatures, a fragment of wilderness and authenticity that can only be reached from Fogo, enveloped in fog and cooler temperatures. It is ideal for birds who benefit from the luxuriant, breathtakingly beautiful vegetation. Cabo Verde is a paradise for birdwatchers, with over 130 species of birds recorded. Among the highlights are the endemic Cape Verde warbler, Rasolak, and the globally threatened Cape Verde shearwaters. Hibiscuses dominate this setting, hence its nickname, the Island of Flowers. On the island of São Vicente, the beautiful festive town of Mindelo leads a carefree existence nestled in a bay surrounded by hills. Mindelo is known for its carnival, which delivers an array of colors and extravagance. It is the cultural heart of Cape Verde. The archipelago's cultural capital and a hotspot for art and music, Mindelo is the birthplace of the international blues musician Cesaria Evora. Santo Antão and São Nicolau are the two greenest islands in the archipelago. The sharp relief of Santo Antão is tempered by the gentler slopes of São Nicolau. On Santo Antão, hiking enthusiasts can enjoy treks into the heart of the lush Paul Valley, or along the cobblestoned Estrada de Corda road that crosses the island from north to south. Ramblers, meanwhile, will appreciate São Nicolau's easier footpaths as they look for rare and splendid dragon trees. You will remember the bright color houses reflecting the vibrancy of the people and their warm smiles. You can't leave Cape Verde without enjoying the food, which is predominantly consists of fresh seafood such as fish, lapas, a type of shellfish, and shrimps. Some of the staple food are galinha grelhado, chicken on the bone, usually cooked on a barbecue grill, or feijoada, a bean stew of Brazilian origin and is also popular in Portugal. And don't forget torresmo, crispy fried pig skin. We conclude our journey through these amazing African islands. We leave behind a tapestry of rich history, natural beauty, and culinary delights, hoping the magic of these enchanting destinations will linger in our hearts forever. Thank you for watching, and please comment, share and subscribe for more amazing videos like this.